How's it going, everybody? ChaoticMeatball here, and welcome back to the channel. So today, I'm actually doing a request that I got from Omni Elite, and that's beating Pokemon Platinum using only a single Croagunk in battle. Now initially, I scouted to see if anybody else had tried this challenge before, so I checked on YouTube, and sure enough, a creator by the name of Astrons attempted this challenge before, and I noticed he went with a physical build. But when I went to check what moves and stats Croagunk gets in Generation 4, I noticed that it has a base 61 attack, but also a base 61 special attack. So I'm definitely able to go to the special route. Now you may be thinking, well, what special moves does Croagunk get? Surely it doesn't get anything better than Brick Break, Ice Punch, and Poison Jab, right? Well, actually we're in a great position, as Croagunk can get Icy Wind from a move tutor, and while it's 20 power less than Ice Punch, it lowers speed, not to mention I also have access to special moves like Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Dark Pulse, and even some more move tutor moves like Vacuum Wave and Mud Slap if I decide to go in a cheesy accuracy deprivation direction. Not to mention, Croagunk gets Nasty Plot, a move that boosts special attack by 2 stages, so I'm sure you'll understand why I decided special-based attacks would be the best way of, well, attack. Croagunk also has base 40 defenses in both physical and special, base 50 speed, and a base 48 HP, so we've got some solid stats to work with, at least for an unevolved Mon. Anyway, before I get into the run itself, I want to remind you that I'm on the drive for 100,000 subscribers. I want that plaque, baby, and we're about 27,000 away. So go down below the video, and if that subscribe button is red, click it. So it's not red anymore, please. Also, if you want alerts to my new videos, make sure to turn on the bell that's next to the subscribe button, or join the Discord server, link in the description. So, of course, we start out with naming our character, our rival, and grabbing our starter. I'd replaced Turtwig with Croagunk since I figured Infernape would be the only Pokemon not to be weak to any of my attacks, as Empoleon is weak to fighting types, and Torterra is quad weak to ice, which I certainly will have thanks to Icy Wind, so there's no reason not to give our rival Chimchar. I started out with Astonish and Mud Slap, so I went ahead and slapped the crap out of Chimchar, giving me an easy win and allowing me to move on. Professor Rowan also gives me quick access to the TM for return, and since we're going for a specially based Croagunk, it's not going to be too useful outside of the initial grind, since believe me, we've got a bunch of grinding at the beginning of the run here. After going to warn my mother that I'm going on an adventure and that she should expect either my inevitable takeover of the region or a rotting corpse on her doorstep by the next night, I went ahead on my adventure, getting through both routes 202 and Jubilife City before moving up to route 204. I want to get into Ravaged Path as soon as possible, since it has both Zubat and Psyduck. Now these Pokemon give speed and special attack EVs respectively, and I want to max out my EVs ASAP in order to have the most advantages possible during the entire run. So I spent about 2 hours here, and since I've only gotten a few EVs as of this point, I'm able to get up to 242 special attack EVs and 252 speed with 12 in HP. The rest don't really matter, but now I'm at level 27. Yeah, I wish I could have been at a lower level since I'll be blowing by the next few gyms, but at least I won't have to really grind at all much until the end of the game. So going over to Route 203, there's a rival battle. Yeah, I know, 2 feint attacks is plenty enough to beat both Omni, Starly, and Chimchar, and it's not too different from Rourke. After retrieving him from the Orberg mine, I'm able to challenge him at level 28, taking out his 3 Pokemon with 3 uses of revenge, getting me the Coal Badge. Nothing's too crazy on the way to Eterna City. The Team Galactic encounters as well as the battle against Mars and the Valley Windworks aren't too bad. Mars leads with Zubat, going down to a return and leading to Perugly, and while Priority Fake Out ruins the damageless battle, I'm able to just use revenge afterwards, taking it out after taking a light scratch, winning the fight in short order. We're getting back on level, though I'm still 12 levels over Mars's ace, Perugly, so I'm definitely a little while away from there. And that gap is extended thanks to a bunch of required battles over in the Eterna Forest along with Cheryl, getting to the end and finally letting me get over to the Sunyshore City Gym. Everything in there goes down to a myriad of returns and feint attacks, leading to the battle against Gardenia herself. She leads with Turtwig going down to Return and Mud Bomb after going for Withdraw, leading to Cherrim. I go for Mud Bomb again, lowering her accuracy as she misses Leech Seed, so I go for Return, getting her below half as she misses a second Leech Seed, so I went for another Mud Bomb in hopes that I'd be able to return that KO, but I barely miss it, as she goes for a Safeguard and Super Potion, but 2 returns are able to finish her off, and after that, leaving just Roserade. Mud Bomb does nearly half. She unfortunately lands a Stun Spore, but of course she has Magical Leaf, rendering the accuracy drops of Mud Bomb useless, but I go for another one anyway, getting her to the red before Citrus Berry activates, getting her in range for one more attack to finish her, but Croagunk's paralyzed for the turn. They're following up with a critical next turn, taking Croagunk down to 12 HP, before I finally land a return, KOing Roserade and winning the fight. I was weary of using Mud Bomb here, since there was a pretty good chance of me missing, since I hadn't missed with the attack yet in battle. Even though I didn't know return would KO, I felt like it could do the job, even without attack EVs, and sure enough, it actually did, so I'm pretty happy to see it. With 2 badges in tow, I'm able to get the Explorer Kit, get Cyrus out of town by going towards the statue, get Cynthia into town because I need cut, all before going into the Eterna Galactic building to take out Jupiter. She leads with a Zubat, going down to return as she sends out Skuntank, barely surviving as her Citrus Berry goes off, going for Night Slash as I finish her off with Mud Bomb, winning the match and driving them fully out of Eterna City. With that easy clapping out of the way though, Cynthia wants to give me an egg. Listen, I don't want it, I don't need it, please leave me alone, I don't need it. Hold on a second though. This egg is a Togepi egg, but her Togekiss is a male. Did she f*** her Togekiss? Man, I bet you I just ruined the illusion of coolness of Cynthia. Even she can't resist the furry pleasure of Togekiss and, by extension, her male Lucario. Well, with that image in your mind, I grabbed the bike and headed down towards Route 207, going west towards the bridging area of Mount Coronet, getting over to Route 208 and into Hearthome City. There's not much to do outside of the gym, so let's get right in there, shall we? Well, even at level 35, Feint Attack is just not enough to get me through the battle, as every time I'd get to Miss Magius, she'd just go for Psybeam, wiping out Croagunk instantly and making me reset. Well, I didn't expect to have to grind this quickly again, but I took out her gym trainers relatively quickly, getting to level 36, but even then one of the trainers made me white out thanks to Misdreavus' Psybeam. I swear, man, Psychic-type attacks are just gonna slaughter me throughout this entire run, and it makes me thankful that there aren't any powerful Psychic-type trainers until Lucian. So I decided to grind all the way up to level 43, when Croagunk learns Sludge Bomb. I figured I'm gonna need this, even if Ghost types resist poison, I think I'm gonna be able to do more damage than Feint Attack can do, since, well, Sludge Bomb is special and Feint Attack is physical. Not to mention that, again, Croagunk also gets Nasty Plot, and it got it along the way, so I'm in for a relatively fast beating, I'm sure. Fantina leads with Duskull, going for Nasty Plot as she lands a Will-O-Wisp. This is great, because that's a waste of time on her end, since that only lowers regular attack, letting me KO it with Sludge Bomb and lead to Miss Magius. Sludge Bomb is a one-shot on Miss Magius, leaving just Haunter, which goes down to a single Sludge Bomb as well, winning me the Relic Badge. Alright, well, look at that, I didn't have to, deal with much. But hopefully I can blow through the next few badges here, because I don't want to have to grind again. I already do that enough in Professor Oak challenges. Our rival is here to fight again before I'm able to make my way out of Hearthome City, but unfortunately Staravia, Monferno, Dweezil, and Roselia all go down to one shot of a myriad of bombs of the sludge and mud varieties, winning me the fight and getting me to Route 209. I'm able to blast through here, Salacion Town, and Route 210 before arriving in Veilstone City, getting to Maylene at level 46. Not too bad, I'm not past the halfway point in terms of levels yet, so let's see if I can take her out before hitting that. She leads with Meditite, hitting a Fake Out before I manage to take it out with Sludge Bomb, leading to Lucario. Mud Bomb misses twice as she lands Metal Claw both times, going down to the third as Machoke comes out, going down to Sludge Bomb and finishing the battle. Does anybody have any of those staples that was easy buttons laying around? I probably could use one right about now.
That was easy.
So after a bunch of filler battles between Veilstone and Pastoria, it's time for yet another rival battle. I'm starting to realize that people complain too much about the later games, though. Either that, or this game has too many rival battles as well, because Lord have mercy, Barry just comes up so many times, and it kind of annoys me. And again, I think the concept of rivals in a Pokemon game annoys me in and of itself. I kind of wish that the protagonist was alone. You know? Be a little bit more interesting. Anyway, I digress. Actually, you know what? I don't digress. Why don't we have a Pokemon game that doesn't have a rival in it that's not a spin-off? I'd really appreciate that, Game Freak. Anyway, I'm able to go ahead and just pound down his entire team. Staravia goes down to Sludge Bomb, Monferno goes down to Mud Bomb, Weasel goes down to Sludge Bomb, and Roselia goes down to 2 Mud Bombs. Nice. Easy clap, gotta love it. With the gym trainers out as well, I'm able to take on Crasher Wake at level 49, and he's a complete joke thanks to Croagunk's Dry Skin ability. I was able to just slam a whole boatload of Sludge Bombs into Gyarados, Quagsire, and Floatzel, winning me the fight and giving me the Fen badge, because Water-type attacks heal up Croagunk. The fact that I'm immune to Water-type attacks gives me so much advantage over this region because there's a ton of Water types. Dry Skin also kind of gets screwed up with Fire types and Sunny Day, but fortunately, Sinnoh is notorious for barely having any Fire types. Even in Platinum, there's not really that many, so I'm happy to hear that. There's quite the number of events between the next few gym badges though, a few Team Galactic battles, the secret potion from Cynthia, and the delivery of the old charm over in Celestic Town, but that also includes a battle against Cyrus. He leads with Sneasel, so I go for a Nasty Plot. He goes for Screech, but goes down to Mud Bomb next turn, leading to Golbat. It almost goes down to a Sludge Bomb, but it lives on a Sliver, delivering an Air Cutter before healing with a Hyper Potion, giving me a free turn to go for Return and follow up with Sludge Bomb to KO, leaving just Murkrow. It's also a one-shot with Sludge Bomb, finishing the fight and leaving me to get the HM for Surf. Goody! Now I can fly back to Jubilife City, make a hop and skip over to the west towards Canalave City, but I'm not doing that yet. I need to go ahead and grab Icy Wind before I head over there. There's enough shards around the region now that are accessible, so I went ahead and grabbed them, redeeming them over on Route 212 with the Move Tutor to get Icy Wind, then moved on over to Canalave for the rival battle. He leads with Staraptor, so I went for Nasty Plot as he goes for Double Team, so I figured it would be wise to KO him before he gets out of hand, but Icy Wind misses as he gets off a second Double Team. Not good, but the second Icy Wind is able to connect, taking out Staraptor as he sends in Infernape. Now that he doesn't really have a shield, I'm able to go haywire here, taking it down with Mud Bomb, as Heracross goes down to Sludge Bomb, Floatzel goes down to... oh, right, Aqua Jet has priority, but guess what? Dry Skin, baby! Go by with Sludge Bomb, leading to Roserade. It goes down to Icy Wind and wins me the fight. Alright, that's definitely good showing. Now let's see if I fare well against Byron, because the Steel type is definitely going to screw me over a little bit here. That is, if I could get to Byron, because I can't, since a Bronzor that's 20 levels lower than Croagunk is blocking my path. Well, I guess this was bound to happen. I didn't mention it before, but most Bronzors I've run across so far in the game, I've just had to hope and pray that I could KO it faster than it KO'd me, and usually I could. I did a wee bit of grinding on Iron Island after this though, getting the HM for strength in the process, but eventually I just got frustrated and replaced Mud Bomb with Shadow Ball. If I need it again, I'll grab it from a tutor using a hard scale. But the second time trying the trainer, I was able to get through with the help of Nasty Plot, getting me to Byron at level 58. He leads with Magneton. Great, would have loved to have Mud Bomb, but gonna set up 2 Nasty Plots now, surviving a Thunderbolt just barely after a Metal Sound, leading to Steelix. I'm able to outspeed and nail an Icy Wind, and since this is Gen 4, Sturdy isn't an asshole yet, leading to Bastiodon. Icy Wind misses the KO, so I get KO'd by Stone Edge and have to retry. And essentially I just gotta do this over and over again until I finally get Bastiodon to miss Stone Edge, since it's only 80% accurate. And that took only around 4 attempts to get a critical. I didn't even get an attempt where Stone Edge missed. I'll take it. I always take victories, no matter how scuffed. So with this, I went to a library, listened to an explosion, felt an earthquake, and made it my mission to beat people up that have colored hair. First up, Saturn. He leads with Golbat, so I went for a Nasty Plot and Icy Wind to take out Golbat, even through Confusion and an Air Cutter. Toxicroak goes down to a Shadow Ball, as does Bronzor, winning me the first fight. Second up, Mars Time, and I do the same idea. Nasty Plot and Icy Wind on Golbat, Shadow Ball on Bronzor, and instead of a Toxicroak, it's a Purugly, but Sludge Bomb is capable of one-shotting it, leaving me just 1 more. Of course, she's out of the way all the way near Snowpoint City, so I make my way through Mount Coronet, getting through Route 216 and grabbing the HM for rock climb on my way up before making it to Snowpoint. I gotta fight the gym before getting to the last Galacto nerd, so I went ahead and crushed everybody up inside, getting to Candace at level 62. She leads with Sneasel, so I went for 2 nasty plots this time, taking 2 aerial aces before KOing it, leading to Piloswine. It goes down to Shadow Ball, leaving to Frostlass. Sadly though, Frostlass outspeeds Croagunk. Okay, taking it down with Psychic, so it's time for a little bit of grinding. I went all the way from 62 to 65, giving me just enough speed points to outspeed Frostlass. So after going back into the battle, I was able to use Nasty Plot against Sneasel, going for Sludge Bomb, then KOing Piloswine with Shadow Ball, leaving to Frostlass, doing the same before a Bomb of Snow comes out, also going down to Sludge Bomb, finishing the battle and giving me access to Rock Climb outside of battle. Of course, I don't have anything that can use Rock Climb outside of battle, so I went out of my way to grab a Geodude, who I can just imagine the player character barely grasping around his body while Geodude climbs up with only its arms. Either that or it floats up, but then why doesn't Geodude learn fly? Oh whatever, the only thing I care about here is making fun of my rival for losing to the girl with purple anime hair. He must be a generic anime protagonist. Well, lucky for me, I'm not an anime protagonist, so it's time to take out the Veilstone Galactic building after sending her packing. There's a few fights in there, specifically against Cyrus and Saturn, so let's take them out real quick. Croagunk's level 67 by the time I fought Cyrus, with him leading with Sneasel. I went for Nasty Plot, taking a Screech before taking it down with Sludge Bomb, leading to Crobat this time. It hits an Air Cutter as I miss Icy Wind, taking another Air Cutter before taking it out with my second Icy Wind attempt, leaving just Honchkrow to also go down to Icy Wind, winning me the fight. Alright buddy, go find your extra Pokemon before going to Mount Coronet. You're going to need them. Saturn's next, and he leads with Golbat. Guess he's not friendly enough with it, like Cyrus, who really should not be a friendly character. I digress again. I go for Nasty Blot, hitting an Icy Wind after taking an Air Cutter, leading to Bronzor. It goes down to Shadow Ball, leaving just Toxicroak to go down to a critical Air Cutter, winning me the fight, and leaving the climb up Mount Coronet. This is probably the most annoying part of the game, since Mount Coronet is simple but very long, and there's a bunch of galactic grunts, where I managed to get Croagunk to level 68 before facing off against Mars and Jupiter in a double battle. This is a pretty tough one since they can double up on Croagunk at any time with extra sensory, and essentially just pound me to death, which happened numerous times thanks to, Barry's Munchlax being a complete dip, but, you know, that happens. So I decided to grind again. As well as collect every available rare candy around the region, which ended up being around 10, which I had no idea there were so many, but I was able to get Croagunk up to level 87 before trying again. I'm sure I overleveled, but, you know, I was kinda trying to get out of this challenge because, Lord have mercy, Croagunk is so boring. Like, you'd think that the poison fighting combination would be good. It's kinda boring that I'm barely using any of its stab attacks, but I digress for the 3rd time this video, I think. Jeez. The grind ended up being fruitful, as now Shadow Ball is a one-shot without the need of Nasty Plot on both Bronzors. So I go with the strategy of taking out Mars's Pokemon first, taking out her Bronzor, Purugly, and Golbat before taking out Jupiter's Bronzor, Skuntank, and Golbat, winning me the tag match along with my rival, and leaving just the Distortion World before all of these Galacto nerds are out of the way. A few puzzles later, and it's time for the last fight against Cyrus. And Lord knows I'm gonna slap him deeper into this dimension, so let's get it out of the way. He leads with the Houndoom, so I go for Nasty Plot, taking a Flamethrower before taking him out with a Sludge Bomb, leading to Gyarados. Intimidate goes off, but it's not a problem as I KO a Shadow Ball, leading to Honchkrow. It goes down to a Nevermelt Ice boosted Icy Wind along with Crobat, leaving just Weavile to go for the priority Fake Out, but it's not even able to take me below half HP, leaving it to go down next turn to Sludge Bomb, taking out Cyrus and leaving just Giratina. Shadow Ball immediately roasted into the next dimension, so I'm able to finally get that last gym badge. After running through Route 222, I'm able to get into Sunyshore City, talk to Flint, get Volkner out of the lighthouse, and fight him once and for all. I'm able to go into the gym, fill everybody up with sludge, get to Volkner, see his petrified face before I'm able to fill all of his Pokemon with Sludge as well. Don't even need a nasty plot, they just all go down. Winning the match, and probably a lifetime in prison in pretty straightforward fashion. One water route and victory road later, and I landed in the Pokemon League at level 94, and just in time for the final rival battle. His team is relatively balanced, but not too challenging due to my current level. He leads with Staraptor, so I went for Nasty Plot. Shocking, right? Taking an Aerial Ace for a little under half before KOing it with Icy Wind, leading to Snorlax. Croagunk outspeeds and lands Sludge Bomb, KOing in one shot, which actually shocked me since Snorlax has a really high special defense and HP stat, but I'll take it. Infernape is third out, and Sludge Bomb takes it down, leading to Heracross. Sludge Bomb, gone. Floatzel, Sludge Bomb, gone. Roserade, Sludge Bomb, battle finished. I really don't want to grind to the max level before going in here, since I feel like I can do it, even Lucian, so I'm just gonna sling myself in there, because that's all I know how to do. So I'm going in with a moveset of Sludge Bomb, Nasty Plot, Icy Wind, and Shadow Ball. I've got the TM for Focus Blast and another TM for Sludge Bomb in case I need to swamp the two for a fight, but aside from that, I'm ready. Let's do this. Elite 4 Aaron leads with Yanmega at level 49, a much lower level than his team would be in Diamond and Pearl. I went for Nasty Plot, getting one off as he sets up Double Team, with Speed Boost activating between turns, making him faster than me. He outspeeds and uses another Double Team, but Sludge Bomb manages to land, KOing Yanmega and leading to Drapion. I'm able to get off another Nasty Plot as he lands Aerial Ace for around a quarter HP, letting me take it down with Icy Wind and leading to Scizor. A +4 Shadow Ball is able to take out Scizor, leading to Heracross, who goes down to Sludge Bomb, leaving just Vespiquen to go down to a single Icy Wind, winning me the fight. Alright, 1 down, 4 to go. If this goes this smoothly, aside from Lucian, I should be fine. Bertha's up next, and she's kind of difficult due to Croagunk being weak to ground-type moves, but I should be fine. She starts with Whiscash, so I go for Nasty Plot, taking a Zen Headbutt that did over half. Guess I should still be scared of the Psychic-type moves before taking it out with Shadow Ball, and the sweep begins. Gliscor goes down to Icy Wind, Hippowdon does as well, Golem also goes down to Icy Wind, leaving just Rhyperior, well, to go down with Icy Wind. 2 down, 3 to go, I got this. Flint isn't gonna be terrible either, so here we go. Houndoom is up first, and I'm able to get off a Nasty Plot before he nearly KOs me with a single critical Flamethrower, leaving me to just go for attacks or try again. So I went for Sludge Bomb, taking it down and leading to Rapidash. Sludge Bomb takes it out as well, with Infernape out third, going down to Sludge Bomb, with Flareon going out fourth. Oh, why are we still here? Sludge Bomb gone, Magmortar, Sludge Bomb gone. Stupid Bronzors, making battles too easy because I had to grind past them. But then again, I'm going to need it for this next battle. That was definitely the warm-up round for the 2 actually difficult battles here, since Lucian and Cynthia are actually really powerful trainers and have stats and moves that are definitely going to give us a challenge, so here we go. This battle is actually the first one that took me a ton of attempts. Firstly, I tried immediately going for Shadow Ball on Mr. Mime, taking it out and leading to Bronzong, but Shadow Ball only does a bit over half before he takes me out with Psychic from full HP. So I decided to go for the new strategy. I'm going for Nasty Plot first, but of course Mr. Mime has a chance of going for Psychic and KOing me immediately, but it also has the chance of using Light Screen and Reflect. Light Screen keeps me in the same situation as if I hadn't used Nasty Plot, so I just need to get an attempt where he uses Reflect. I used Nasty Plot, and I ripped through every single member of his team with Shadow Ball, taking out Mr. Mime, Bronzong, Gallade, Espeon, and Alakazam, winning me the fight. Alright, well, at least that one had an easy solution, but I don't think there will be as easy of a solution for Cynthia. Essentially, I tried using Nasty Plot against Spiritomb and sweeping like I would do any other major fight with this challenge, but I was also always too low of HP by her final Pokemon, that being Lucario, and of course it has Extreme Speed, which KOs 100% of the time. I don't really have a way to drain 5 power points of Extreme Speed, so I tried a few other ideas, such as not going for Nasty Plot, but I needed it in order to one-shot anything, except for Garchomp, and Spiritomb essentially went for Psychic 100% of the time, so I just gave up. Yeah, I know that's kinda sucky, but I gave up. And grinded to level 99, cause we don't lose challenges, bitches! Mostly because of the fact that I knew that I would get up to level 100 from the 4 fights before Cynthia. So, let's go ahead and try again. The strategy that I decided to go in this time, though, was the same. I tried doing the same sweep, but Extreme Speed still KOs. But then I thought a little harder. I have 2 other strategies left. I can either get a lucky critical hit Shadow Ball and Spiritomb, and then use Nasty Plot on Togekiss and carry on the sweep from there, or we can use Cynthia's Milotic. And I'm sure if you remember, Croagunk has the Dry Skin ability, therefore Milotic can heal me up enough to where Extreme Speed can't KO me, so let's try that. Or a mix of both, I mean that works too. I get the critical on Spiritomb leading to Togekiss. I thought about it, instead going for Sludge Bomb and KOing with another one after an Air Slash, surviving with 73 HP as I go into Garchomp. As I said before, Garchomp, I don't need any assistance in KOing this one, thanks to Icy Wind being a quad weakness leading to Milotic. Now I can go for Nasty Plot as she goes for Surf, healing me up to 130 HP as I land Sludge Bomb, taking out Milotic and leading to Roserade, who went down to Sludge Bomb as well before she could do anything, leaving just Lucario. I still can't one-shot this thing, but Extreme Speed is still his best choice of attack for some reason, and I'm able to survive 2 of those at max roll, so 2 Shadow Balls is enough to finish off Lucario, winning the fight and completing the challenge. Well shoot, I was kinda hoping that I could do it lower than max level, and I'm sure I could have done so if I had, well, thought about the Milotic strategy before doing that extra bit of grinding in that second attempt of the league. But hey, hindsight is 20/20, and boy, I rambled in this video too much. Leave a comment below whether if you like my rambling in the videos going off script, or if you just want me to keep it to the script. Probably you want me to keep it to the script because you're here for Pokemon challenges. Oh lord. I don't want to get down that rabbit hole again. Anyway, with that said though, I just want to give a shout out to Omni Elite again for requesting this challenge, and if you want to request a challenge, make sure to leave a comment below doing so as well. I'm definitely interested in getting some good ideas from you guys. Anyway, next time I think we'll be returning to the Blue Kaizo Elite Four challenge, so I will see you then. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, tell a friend, and don't spend more than a minute doing that, since if you are, you're taking too long. I really appreciate that you took your time out of your day to watch this, and I'll see you guys next time with another challenge. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.